Hi YouTube. I wanted to come on and post this video, which is going to deal with the dream that I was telling you about, that coincides with the dream that I had previously, which was on September 5th, about the 3 moons, the 2 Earths, and the unknown planet. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch that video before you watch this one, because this one it coincides with the other dream. Also, I'm going to be talking about, you'll hear me saying aliens in this dream, but actually they're fallen angels. I heard the word aliens in my dream as I was dreaming it, but I always know that aliens are actually fallen angels, demons. So as you hear me saying aliens, keep in mind that these are fallen angels, demons. So aliens are not going to appear as little green Martian men. And if they do appear that way, it's just a deception, a delusion, because men have in their mind that there will be aliens that come to the earth and coming with peace and all this crazy stuff. No, there'll be fallen angels, demons that will appear. Anyway, let me get to my dream. So this dream happened Friday, September 20th, around 4:30ish in the morning. I was at my home, and Morgan Freeman had came to me with some insider intel about what was getting ready to take place, not just in the U.S., but globally. He was teaching me, and I sensed, after my dream, that it was Jesus. And then it was also confirmed to me through Beloved 01, who was also in this dream. Beloved 1, 03, who was also in this dream, and she confirmed to me that was, God speaking to me. He told me to change my insurance policy and have an emergency backpack. And I began to gather things as quickly as I could. As he continued to speak, he began to tell me that there were aliens coming to the earth, and they were bringing with them over 3,000 guillotines with them. If you don't know what guillotines are, they are the things they used to have way back in the day, where you would put your head in your hand, your arms, your hands in, and they would bring, let the blade go, and it would chop your head off. So that's what a guillotine is. Morgan Freeman had prepped me on everything that I need to have in place. Then all of a sudden the scene changed, and I was in another country, and the aliens begun to attack. And I remember it being dark, and there were people everywhere. And I sensed that there was where I was at, it was like maybe a mountainous area, or maybe some type of caves, but that's what I sensed, that I was standing in that type of area. At some point, I stretched my hand out towards heaven and called on the Lord to help me. I believe I asked for His power and protection. And then I saw these group of men who were getting ready to go before the aliens to be killed. But these men appeared to have on like this dark clothing, maybe black, I'm not sure, black hair, and they had like an olive tone complexion. And they were running in the group. They were running in this group, and they were running to either be killed or I don't know how to be killed, but then I felt like also to either have their heads chopped off. That's what I had wrote down. They were running in a group to be killed or have their heads chopped off. But God had protected them. It was like He put a force field around them, and they came running back around towards me, and they were so happy God had protected them, and they were just, happy and thanking God. And in that moment, I spoke to them and I said, God will never fail you. Now don't you fail Him. And I remember pointing my finger at them and telling them that. And then the scene changed again. Now I'm back in the U.S. And back to go back on the other country. I sensed that for some reason this was Israel. I don't know why, but that's what I sensed, that country I was in was Israel. But to go back, okay. Now I'm back in the United States, and I end up at the White House. And there were major changes taking place, like almost in an instant. I could see Obama talking to his staff about what was getting ready to take place. He called me in his office, and there were many of his staff, and some of them were homosexuals. One of the gay men came up to me, and I believe to offer me some advice about Obama. And Obama wanted to speak to me, but he got caught up with the details of the plans that were being made. And I do remember him speaking to someone about changing the object codes. Now, this is very important. The Lord told me that this was the key sign of when this invasion will take place. And I will talk to you more about the object codes symbolism when I finish this dream. After speaking with Obama, after speaking with everyone, Obama wanted to sit down and talk with me. And he was talking to me about his marriage, and that he wasn't happy being married to Michelle. He grabbed my hands, and our fingers became intertwined. He wanted to have sympathy for him. At the same time, I felt he was lusting after me. Then Michelle appeared out from nowhere, and she was intertwined in between my legs, like she was sitting down between my legs. But the way she was sitting was kind of, awkward. And she began to tell me her issues with Obama, and I began to stroke her hair for comfort. Then all of a sudden, I was back at work. I'll explain to you, too, why Obama was holding my hand and why Michelle was sitting between my legs. That was another confirmation between me and Beloved 103. But, okay, I was back at work. I work with the state. So I was back at work, and this is when I see Beloved 103. She was in a classroom setting, maybe having some type of lecture, listening, a lecture or presentation. And I remember sitting in front of her, and I told her, I said, I need to take you outside. She didn't understand, the dire emergency that I had. Like, I told her, we need to go outside and talk to you. I need to talk to you. So I explained to her everything that Morgan Freeman had told me. And so she was asking me, okay, when do you think all this is going to happen? So as she was telling me this, now first we were in the hallway as I began to tell her this, and all of a sudden we were outside, and there was this woman that was running. She's a blonde-haired woman, Caucasian woman, blonde hair, and she was running toward us. Now when Beloved 103 asked me, when do I think all this is going to take place? Now I was thinking Sunday. But before I can get Sunday out of my mouth, the woman ran up and she said, this could possibly happen on Sunday. Okay, let me get back to where... I lost my spot. Okay. When she said that, I remember it being very windy and cloudy. For some reason, when she said that, I felt like the attack had already begun. And then again, the scene changed again, and I heard someone saying the guillotines were to remove our heads, to replace them with another head to form the one world government and make everyone have one mind. Then I saw the symbol of the New World Order. It really ended up being the symbol for the One World Trade Center. But it's a symbol for the One World Trade Center, which I in my dream I thought it was the New World Order. That's what I heard, New World Order, and showing the human brain with the division down the middle. And I'll show you a picture of that in just a second. So as I began to come out of the dream, the Lord said these very words: Google Earth knows all about it. See, remember I said Google Earth will tie back into it from my other dream. This is where it ties back into. Then October 1 came to me. Now, this is the One World Trade Center symbol. See how kind of looks like a brain with the division down the middle? If you go to Jonathan Kleck, he also draws a picture of this and shows how it is the human brain and how that is the division between it, the half and half. If you go into his videos, he'll explain exactly what this is. So if you need more clarification of what the One World Trade Center symbol means. Also, okay, let me see. Okay, the homosexual. Okay, remember I said I saw the homosexuals in Obama's office, and how he, as I sat down with him, he intertwined, our hands intertwined. I feel like he was lusting after me, and then Michelle came in and sat down in between my legs. God has shown me, of course, homosexuality happening, with those two. I don't know, some type of way. I saw orgies. This is what I saw. Like Lord was telling me these things. Also with the object codes. The object codes. When God said the object codes are the key. I used to work with Department of Emergency. Well, I was an accountant for the Department of Emergency Management. I used to do the updating the object codes, EOs, and all this stuff. When we had new disasters, we always had to create object codes and new EOs for new disasters. Any of you that work with the state and know about this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Lord spoke to me today while I was at work because I was preparing to do this video, and He was reminding me of that process. But see, with the government, they already know that something is getting ready to happen. Remember, I also, in a couple of videos back, I said that the Lord spoke to me and said that there was a big event coming. Whatever this big event is, whatever this October 1st thing that is getting ready to happen, with them ordering all these guillotines and all this water and all this other stuff that they're ordering, trying to prepare these FEMA camps, FEMA coffins, all this stuff they're getting prepared for, trying to get all this military food. I'm sorry, and they know something is getting ready to happen, and they're not telling us. So I think the Lord is trying to reveal this to me through this dream. Now, with the object codes, I believe that the government has already had these object codes in place. So the Lord is telling me when the changes take place, soon as that disaster hits, they have to have the object codes in place, object codes and EOs in place, in order to send out funds for people who are in distress. And I think that's what they're preparing for. They're preparing for this big disaster to happen. They're trying to have everything in place before it happens. Now, usually it doesn't happen that way, because usually if a hurricane hits, or a tornado, you don't have no control of that. All you know is, we have to create those right after the disaster hits. But see, God is kind of telling me is this has already taken place. Like the object codes are already set up, that they're just waiting on this disaster to happen. So, that is what is going on in my dream. I think I covered everything, including, when I said Google Earth knows all about it. If you go Google Earth secrets on YouTube, you'll see a lot of symbols and stuff across the earth. You'll hear people talking about seeing aliens flying in and out of the earth. And I think this is what God is telling me, that Google Earth knows what's getting ready to happen, what's getting ready to take place. So, I don't know. Just pray about it. Ask God to kind of show you more about my dream. And if any of you guys had any similar dreams, I know one lady, I think her name is Brown Lee, had posted a comment to one of my other dreams, and she said that God had showed her the guillotines, that people were being killed by the guillotines. So if you have anything that coincides with this dream, that might be kind of more of an eye opener for me, or even for anybody else, post those comments below. Let me get ready to end this video because I'm almost over my 15 minutes. So I think that was it. I had another dream, and I'm still trying to pray about if I want to post it. I don't know. It was totally different from all my other dreams. It's just, I don't know. I really have to pray about it and see if God wants me to post that. Maybe He does. I don't know. But if He does, I'll post it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Please post your comments. Let me know what you think about this dream, and I will talk with you guys later. Thanks. Bye.